Let me cook.
Yeah. She's gonna cook. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's Dolly. There she is. The best duck. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack.
Yeah.
Hello.
Howdy. Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, 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 quack. She hasn't come back, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But Dolly is very important. So
Yes, she is.
she'll stay. She'll stay here.
Yeah, I was watching part of the VOD where we first see that picture of Winston. What's his name? Winston Payne, and you said, why does he look like a cat? And so I was thinking of the beeline
highway,
the beeline feline highway.
Oh God!
So
he
every
does
time,
kind of look like a cat though.
Meow meow meow.
Meow meow meow. He would never say meow though, but that's fine.
That is true.
But many people would. Hi, Ify. I'm also spinning.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Spinning is
Mummo and Lummo are a little bit tired from all our travels to see elephants.
Yeah, I posted a video of the baby elephant. So,
right. Yeah.
And
I keep telling people about it, how we just went to watch the elephant because there were no baby elephants, and then there was a baby elephant.
It's true. It was very true. Yeah, because we didn't think because they didn't. No. They don't advertise it.
No, there was like nothing.
The Indianapolis Zoo doesn't advertise where any of the if they have any baby elephants. Our local
any baby animals.
Animals. Yeah. Our local zoo. Every time there is an exhibit that has a baby animal that's like a few months recent or something, they put a little standee sign outside of the exhibit saying "baby animal born this day"
and a name if they know it.
Yeah. This zoo didn't even say what type of dolphins they had.
Right.
I'm still salty about that. How
how hard is it? So many signs. It's nothing.
Yeah, it was a whole convention hall's signs worth of, to be fair, very important information about conserving water and like not polluting and stuff, but they didn't say a single thing about what type of dolphins you were going into an underwater viewing tunnel to see. Like,
and none of their names.
Yeah, right.
The only place where we saw names was orangutan.
No, they did have a thing for the names of the dolphins. It was it was one cycling TV. They loved having cycling TVs for the names of the animals.
See that then, yeah. Okay.
But they didn't say what type of dolphins they were.
Yeah.
They just said when they were born.
Hates babies.
Yeah, they really do. But they did have video games for the orangutans, so...
Yeah.
Did you see that part at all? They didn't do them, but there was that one orangutan in the side room, and then the side room had a piece of glass, and then on each side of the piece of glass there were TVs, and you could play Pong with the orangutans. They would like touch. It was they were both touch screens, so you would touch the screen, and then the orangutan would touch the screen when it went to their screen, and you could play Pong. It was like so. They love Pong, but they hate babies. It's clearly the lesson to be learned here. Love of orangutan. They did have a whole. I didn't post the video yet because I have to convert all my videos to be less than 8 megabytes. Because Discord has a really low upload limit. And the website that I used to do that was not letting me upload videos anymore. So I had 7 videos and I got through 4 of them, and then it just kept saying error. So I think I overwhelmed their servers with all of my animal videos. But I have the video of that orangutan walking across the skyline thing with the ropes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I wanted to post that because I think you said that he was Sasquatch or something.
No, I know.
Someone said he was Sasquatch.
Okay.
On the audio of the video, or he looks like Sasquatch because they were walking upright, holding their hand, the rope above them. So it was like, that's crazy.
I was saying that's why orangutan means like little man or something.
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
Because they look like
they look like guys when they're walking with the ropes.
They look like people when they're walking like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very cool.
It was. So it's like so many highs and then so many lows. Because I also didn't like how they handled strollers at all at that zoo, but we're also spoiled
they were
with
not
that.
very stroller friendly at all.
No, the restaurant.
The whole management of those strollers was not good.
Yeah, no, they had
people were bringing their big ass strollers
into the restaurant, then all having to squeeze past little tables in the seating area, which was one tiny seating area that was right across from the ordering washing area. And because I'm not stroller friendly because they hate babies. That's the through line. That's the through line.
You are correct. Yes,
We've got it.
Yeah,
we understand now. All right.
Oh man. What?
I don't know.
That is really the through line.
It's the through line. And that kid who went with Dad Mo to do the elephant had struggled to brush the elephant. They hate babies.
They do.
Because she was short. Clearly. She was like 8, so she was really short. So
right.
Because they had like an elephant washing thing where they would like hose the elephant and then you could use a broom to scrub the elephant. And she was way too short to get the broom like onto the back or whatever. So I think she just kind of scrubbed its side a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't get any. They didn't allow video for some reason, and we weren't allowed to go back.
Yeah.
So
because we didn't pay.
Yeah. So we didn't know. Well, because if we had paid, then we would have done it.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
But
it was Dad Mo's thing.
Yeah, so. He wanted to do it, and it was too expensive to just pay to go watch. So
right, yeah.
But it was interesting. But that's how they hate babies, is because they don't have a baby accommodating broom.
Well, or
to brush the elephant.
Gotten her a stool or
so true. Yeah, like a stand thing. Yeah. Like have some bleachers there.
Yeah, right. Something.
Step stool.
Yeah, they just really didn't think it through.
No. Especially since I think kids would want to wash an elephant.
Well, yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
you probably. I think you got to pet them too. Did Dad say?
Yeah, it seemed like he got to touch him. And,
Oh yeah, because that other woman was also like, "Wow, I had no idea that's what they would feel like when they were coming out of the secret gates."
Yeah, right. The secret gates.
Ooh. Yeah. So.
But it was a great trip.
Yes.
But we are a bit tired.
Yeah. Because we're babies too.
And they didn't take care of us.
No, they don't. They don't like babies.
Yeah, right.
No. I hate babies. Got them.
All right.
But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
Hashtag confirmed. Yes. Oh, here's the cat.
No!
Oh, bye. That was really the funniest place to save, huh?
Yeah. Well, because it was the umbrella had been introduced as evidence.
No, I know, but the fade to black, I thought it was gonna be continued.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that would make you save.
Right. Yeah, right.
Okay. All right, we're fine.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
It's blown. ASMR case.
Yeah. I told you about the Marvel, the Thunderbolts making ASMR
making fake ASMR
with from Bucky's arm and the helmets
the
and
props,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, the props.
Okay,
yeah.
not just because if it was his arm, he could just do like the armpit fart thing.
No, he wasn't there. Although at the end he walked off with he took his arm, but they just had the arm loose and then they would like rub on it and stuff.
This is the video game with
yeah right
yeah
yes
yeah
okay
yeah
okay
no loud sound. Oh, Phoenix's testimony. Oh yeah, we haven't actually forgotten that. Yes. Well, that's him, not the pass.
Yes.
Ivy has the character as well.
Oh
maybe
okay.
I can send that. Do I still have I better still be subbed. Did I just lose my sub? I think so. I have caps. Oh no, here it is. Here's the clapping. The has arms.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That's and also waves. Yes. How do I get out of this? I forget.
Good question.
There you go. You're solving. Good job.
I can do things sometimes.
Yes. Tap 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 tap.
Well done, Mio. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Just looking at the...
Yeah. It is very good.
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride.
Oh.
It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying, which is not unusual for me.
Yeah, that's kind of like my job.
That's my jam.
That's my jam and my job. Is to never follow anything and just say guilty.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Better be Dahlia.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
She's gonna walk in with her umbrella and...
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
The most... Yeah, is she in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we presented her.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's definitely the only person who couldn't have done it, obviously.
Yeah.
Because she's the only... It was gross for...
Yeah, right.
Like,
There's just not that many suspects.
Yeah, unless we get other people. He killed himself.
Right, yeah.
It was Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is where he looks like a cat. I see.
Yes.
You were saying that I said he looked like a cat, and it's true. This doesn't look like a cat.
No.
Okay, I'm catching up.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly the duck?
That's not a duck. She's very clearly a human. Go, Judge. Yes.
We're gonna get really punchy here, I think.
I do, Your Honor.
That's a normal stream, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing.
Yeah, sure she
Really?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
But she couldn't.
So she is a suspect.
So she couldn't have done it, though, because she was a witness, obviously.
Just because she was there.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Oh. Yeah, right.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong.
I've smacked my bangs. That means you lose.
Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess.
Please don't make me save.
Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yay. April 11th. What is
I remember that date.
Yeah, they've had one of those before. At least one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So, I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Oh, definitely, yeah. She's not gonna backstab or anything. She's gonna help you. She's very nice.
Right, yeah.
She's the nicest woman
She's an angel.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I want to click court record. Sorry.
Why do you think that?
I wanted to just look at her. What a sweetie pie.
Aww.
No one with braids.
She couldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, she's got, her eyes are lightly squinted. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem.
Ooh.
Dahlia and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse.
And she was just getting let off for murder charges. Oh, she's got an umbrella.
Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side, anyway.
In art school?
Okay.
He's, what a silly boy.
Yeah.
He's so
She has a really pretty umbrella.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. And it matches her dress. Wow.
Well, so at least this umbrella couldn't have been hers because it was like $1 umbrella.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Right.
Good?
Yeah. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love.
Oh, it's gonna have a confession inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
She works fast.
Yeah, right.
She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
Oh.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right.
It sure is a bottle, Phoenix. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good job. He knows what a bottle is. Yeah, no.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
I'm putting the picture back together.
Wow, he sure is naive. Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm putting the picture back together. I remember this.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm just waiting for I know there's a good scene in this.
Okay.
He shows it to everyone. That's important.
Okay. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
No, I love you, Dolly. Please. I only gave it to you for a little bit.
And I just say, nope, take back.
No, you love me, so you can't have it back.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
Wild, yeah. Please give it back.
I have a stepmother who would do that, but okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, and she would also probably be a culprit in an Ace Attorney.
And she would want you to pay for the shipping.
Well, but she would be a culprit in an Ace Attorney case then as well. So it's not a real world case, but definitely Ace Attorney.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Is that 8 months before April? Because it's April 11th right now, and he said he met her 8 months ago. That would be more like
4 months.
No, August. Yeah, wait, what? No, it is April now, so April, March, February, January.
Oh, I see, okay.
I'm not counting, wait, so...
Yeah, so it would be 8 months.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it doesn't go August to April, it's April to August. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no years, or there is, but I didn't look.
Okay.
Ah!
Huh? Yeah, it was, but how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Whoa. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Okay, put that in the court record, please.
And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Is it DL6?
Yeah, right.
The DL6?
Or
SL9, yeah.
SL9, yeah.
It's so funny to have it be the same number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
8/28. Oh, because the case was on the 27th. Okay, so they wrote it a day later, so I can read. We might be able to read it, but they'll probably also read it out loud. So,
all right.
Let's see.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
And we walk down and he's dead. Alright, I'll check it if they're... Okay. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Well, Dolly is 20.
Okay.
And the victim was a lawyer in this case.
So we don't know anything about a lawyer. Okay, so...
Yeah, we don't have a lawyer.
Catch me up a little bit.
But
so
she's 20, and this was an incident from last year, so she could have had a birthday since then.
And that's when they met?
Yeah, that's 8 months ago. Yeah.
Okay, so what else do we know about the past in this scenario?
That very day is when Phoenix got the bottle. From Dahlia. I don't think we really know much else.
Okay, so this is the first we're hearing.
Because this was like a new, I think, like, because they broke up. Didn't they? No, they're still together. I think Phoenix thought that. No, the victim is her ex, I think. He was a fourth-year pharmacology student. Dated the victim up until 8 months ago. So she broke up with him as the incident happened and started dating Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then this guy was trying to warn Phoenix about her.
About her.
Yeah. Okay. And he's a pharmacology student, so there might be something in that bottle or something.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That
was my first thought. There wouldn't be poison in there, would there?
Yeah, right. Or a weird medicine thing that can be used as poison or something. Like, it's not just straight cyanide, but you know, it could be, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a good point, though. The 8 months ago thing is important. So, boom. 8 months ago. Bam. Okay.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
Go run into the records room so we don't have to hear about you anymore. Until you come back in.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
No! Well, we wouldn't have made it that far. I think that would have been another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So. But still. Just lamenting that I could have had a better save point. That's all.
Well, it's okay. So it's still the same day.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to be a 20-minute recess, but it seems more like it was an hour. I don't remember. It was 11 something.
Okay.
So if it wasn't 11:50 something, it was longer.
Okay.
But who cares?
Yeah. No one cares.
Yeah.
That's my motto these days. No one cares.
Exactly.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Oh. Where'd you get those butterflies?
What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses.
Wow, that's not a great line. I don't know.
Great opener.
No, just like I'm being prepared to be deceived by someone else right now, you know? But you're just so cute. It's fine. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
Cool.
I can't believe he actually said that.
Yeah, right. Why are you sweating? Oh.
Now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Oh, voice time.
Yeah. So I'm flirting with.
Yeah.
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
Oh, just like his samurai ancestor.
Yeah.
So true.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
Oh, and then be held in contempt of court. Or something.
Or brought up from
assault
charges.
Yeah.
Assault charges.
Yeah.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Let's see what I want to do.
Thank you for calming my nerves.
No. I'm pretty sure Lotta's still in this game, so you can't do that, but also that would be incredible. would be very funny. Yeah, it would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
So I'm trying to figure out how to make my voice different. Let's see.
Yeah, I get it.
Thank you for calming my nerves.
I don't know why that's bringing out nerd to me. like the female computer
Elmo
nerd
kind of thing.
I guess Elmo is innocent and red, so that's fair. Okay, sure. Yeah. Why not? Whatever.
You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
Well, that's a good question.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University.
Literature, okay.
I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
No, he said that it was Elmo. So
now you can't unhear that.
Well, now I'm picturing Elmo saying all of these things. So that's all.
Yeah, and I keep thinking of the guy. I told you the other day about the guy who voices Elmo.
Yeah.
And he would call home to talk to his kid because he'd be on the road, whatever. Yeah. And his kid would talk to him for a little while, and they'd say, "Can I talk to Elmo?" I need to tell Elmo something.
I'm trying to think. That makes me think of there was some sweet online story where this guy who was a dungeon master for his friend group, one of the people in the D&D group would record the sessions, and then so one time that friend called him in the middle of the night and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to call you at like 10 at night or something, but my daughter listens to our D&D sessions to go to sleep and our power is out. So can you make up something for her just to read her?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the Bun Bun Master," or whatever. Like they didn't know what Dungeon Master was. It's like, "Oh, Bun Bun Master,"
Bun Bun
or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something on those lines. And it was like, "I'm so cute." Yeah, right. So it's like a similar thing. Can I talk to Elmo instead of like, can I talk to my own dad? Can my own dad read me stories? No, it's Bun Bun Master. Or it was Dum Dum Master, I think is what it was. Dum Dum Master. Man. And then the story was just ended with something like, "I'm so proud to be a Dum Dum Master," or something, like it was so cute. I wonder if I can find that one, because I'm not going to read the whole thing, but
Oh, that is adorable.
Master story, D&D. Yeah, it was one of those like Reddit stories where people are just like, "Oh, Dum Dum Mister, here we go."
Dum Dum Mister.
Yeah, right.
Never been prouder to be a Dum Dum Mister.
Yeah, they wrote it in the 4chan format, so one of the things just says, "I've never been happier to be called a dum-dum.jpg." Because that's a common format thing, is you would put like .jpg or something to be like, this is a reaction image that you should be imagining during the story.
I see. Okay.
So, I proceed to spend nearly 20 minutes spitballing a story over the phone for the most fascinated little girl until she eventually fell asleep. Friend thanks me for the help and says he'll see me on game night. Lay down in bed, actually feel content and comfortable for once. I should have thanked him. I am the Dum Dum Mister. It's so cute.
That is awesome.
Oh, it was he had the recordings on his laptop and he didn't have the laptop with him.
Oh, okay.
It was. The power being out would be kind of weird if he could call, but I didn't remember what it was. So yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute. I am the Dum Dum Mister. I am Elmo.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Wow. Gotta write that one down.
No, don't. No. That's just a song.
I see.
That was
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir? Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. Forget any questions.
Yeah, right. Just kind of say, like, I don't know, how nice we are, and how handsome we are, and how cute you are, and how nice, and how many butterflies you can summon, and how nice you are, and how nice you are.
Mummo Wisdom 405. Lummobot isn't actually smart. You need to ask.
True. That is true.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Great.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
Yeah, they really aren't gonna ask her anything. Well, I guess half the time they don't actually ask questions. They're just like, say stuff.
Yeah.
And then they ramble.
Tell your story. Yeah.
Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
Please, 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 please.
Pretty please.
Yeah. Oh, please, Dahlia.
I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over.
No, it's a quote. Thank you for not writing it down as well. What's the quote? Just the quote. Yeah.
Feeny and
Dougie. His name is Doug, so yeah. Okay. But it could be Doogie.
Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
So, like, Doogie, like, Doogie Howser's a person, right?
Yeah.
Is that short for something?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Because his name could just be Doogie.
Yeah.
Is it spelled Doogie, like...
It was D-O-O-G-Y or G-E-Y. I'm not sure which.
Doogie. Well, that just autocorrected to Doggy, so... Doogie Howser, though, is G-I-E.
Okay.
It's gonna be something like Howard or something. Yeah, right, it's gonna be unrelated.
Yeah, and it happens, like a little brother mispronounces your name.
Douglas. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's Neil Patrick Harris. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that was his breakout role.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. He
when
doesn't
he was
look
just a
anything
widow kid.
Like, yeah. I guess that would be why.
Yeah.
Hashtag doggy, so true. So true. Yes. Doggy, Feeny and Doggy.
Feeny and Doogie. they were talking behind the building.
Honestly, fits.
Yes.
If you're calling him Feeny, then it's gotta be Doogie.
Okay.
You know?
Alright, we're going with it.
Yeah, I like it.
What?
Then suddenly, Doogie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Yeah, you did that fade to black thing. It was crazy.
That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
Yeah, so this didn't happen. Because Phoenix said that they were, well, I mean, even if she was witnessing it.
Yeah, he said he pushed him.
She wouldn't have seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, he did push. She doesn't know what happened, I think, if she came... Because my guess is she came around
after. Or maybe she turned around and saw him after.
Yeah, or, like, saw through a window or something and was, like, but couldn't see exactly what happened, so that
her butterflies were in the way.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. The butterflies constantly blocking her eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I don't... Yeah, but I don't know what exactly is...
Yeah.
The pushes...
I don't know what to say. According to you, Ms. Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
That's true. But I think she's trying to implicate him into him fainting instead of being pushed.
Yeah. Did
we have loud sound? Okay.
Wasn't there a handprint on
the jacket?
On the jacket, right, yeah.
This has Wright's fingerprints, but that's because this was his bottle.
Yeah, right.
So...
Yeah, it's still weird that he had that bottle
The watch
in his hand.
stopped slightly after the time of death, actually. It's probably gonna be this again. I'm trying to think of what would, but yeah. So we'll press, but.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh, she's got silver shoes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn.
Did he age mid-sentence?
No, he's just getting all shaky.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
He's remembering.
Oh, that's how hard he has to work to remember. It's coming! It's coming!
Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth.
I'm just imagining anyone trying to remember by just squeezing their hands and frowning really hard, like a Dragon Ball Z like power up stance, just. But then they're like, "Oh, I had eggs for breakfast." Give me a minute. I got this.
Oh my.
So that's what he was doing right there. Yes, he was trying to remember what youth was like.
Right.
I remember the flames of youth. Oh, okay. I'm fine. I'm doing it.
Please tell us the truth.
But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Ooh, do we not even have to cross-examine?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor.
Little hasty on my part, but...
You could write this.
Yeah. No, I said we don't have to cross-examine. So I could, but we wouldn't have any gameplay segments.
I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
Oh, it's just as thin as your... what do you call wrap? What do you call the thing that she has on her arms?
Who?
Dahlia.
Dahlia?
The thin
shawl.
yeah.
Or it's more like a veil, but yeah.
Yeah.
A veiled shawl.
Veiled shawl.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Twal.
Yeah.
Or tweel. Yeah. Twal. I can't remember what the name of the
toil.
Of that really thin fabric.
Yeah. Yeah. Sheer or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teehee, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Eh?
Yes, we've met before. Once.
I didn't tell anyone, but I was the lawyer 8 months ago. But I was wearing a mask. A steel...
I faked my own death.
You didn't know this, but I was, or you didn't know I was in that courtroom because I faked my death before the case and wore a mask to pretend to be someone else.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, I was gonna say Steel Samurai before you said I faked my death. Yeah.
In any case, Ms. Fey, the floor is all yours.
Wait, a Mia Fey Steel Samurai would go so hard. Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't be able to tell anyway because it's a tokusatsu thing. But, but that would go so hard.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly.
Hey, girly. Oh, so we don't know how old Mia is, right? Why don't we have our own bio?
I don't know.
I guess we didn't have Phoenix's bio before, but okay, whatever.
Okay.
This is also in the past, right? Because this is before Phoenix was a lawyer, so
right, yeah.
It's not accurate, but
yeah.
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over.
Feeney's place.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry.
Yeah, it's definitely the first time to say Senryu should be when you're putting on a really high-pitched voice. It'll make it much easier. Senryu. Yeah.
Senryu? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so, like in Russian, it would be a U. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh ho! Oh ho ho! How wonderful!
It's such a funny way to write that.
Oh ho ho! Yeah.
How wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Yeah, I've never heard of Senryu poetry, but I don't know. I don't like study the actual Japanese literature, so I would believe it. Maybe they're explaining it.
Okay.
Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend.
Oh, Payne wrote that. Because he's so old, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's basically haiku. Oh, so it's joke haiku then? Because haiku before was like the evolution of it, right? Was that it was about nature and stuff. Like you would do nature imagery. Also,
I have no idea.
Your thing is not connected.
What?
Because Ify sent a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That happened last time too, but that was because we lost power.
Yeah, that was understandable. This is interesting. Whatever, I can read them out if.
All right. Well, if it doesn't come back, I'll reset it. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
That's what fixed it last time.
Yeah. So this is not nature, but I have no idea if they did it this one because haiku is also so hard to translate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So, but I believe it.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
All right, so it's the same vibe at least.
That's interesting because this is updating. But
yeah. The chat is disconnected for some reason, but it doesn't say it. So if you want to reset, it's okay. You'll live. I believe in you. And you didn't read this yet. So. do. Senryus are casual haiku, proper haiku, or the formal classical ones. Okay. Why is it Senryu? Is it like the era or something? I don't know enough about the word Senryu.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
She's saying that's her path to the class. Okay.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
Okay.
How else would you enter? Teleportation?
Yeah, good point.
Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
Okay, so I've got my personal clarification now is that Senryu is the same construction, but Senryu is the name of the type of poetry, so it's not called like a funny haiku. It's called a Senryu.
Okay.
Like a haiku. Okay. So they originated as an opening part of a larger Japanese poem called a renga. Unlike haiku, Senryu do not include a kireji, a cutting word, and do not include a kigo or season word. I don't know what the kireji is, but kigo, I guess, because they would normally be like nature, so season words would be like what season, or like the vibe of the poem, maybe.
Huh.
There's a here's the first example they give on Wikipedia is when I catch the robber, my own son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dorobo
That's chilling.
wakago nari. Yeah, catching him. I see the robber is my son could be the same.
Yeah.
Another translation, but it's like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In the U.S., they could have, Oh, there's a collection of Senryu called Failed Haiku, which I suppose is fair. It makes it funnier.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Yeah, if I knew more about the poetry, I'd be able to explain more of it. But it's it's the same structure but different subject matter, and that's the part that's important.
Okay.
Okay, so press this. It probably doesn't matter. But...
So who is this Doogie person?
We forgot. The robber.
It was a different voice. So.
Oh, she hears Doogie as Dougie.
Yeah.
Exactly. I see. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Doogie, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean?
What?
I would never eavesdrop.
I close my ears anytime I walk past anyone. What are you saying? What did you just say?
Butterflies cover up my ears.
You go inside, yeah.
I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Ms. Faye.
Don't drag the witness down to your level.
What the hell, Judge?
Wow. Harsh.
Yeah.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please go on. What did you see next?
This is just Ace Attorney's takedown of misogyny.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of, but not really. No,
not really.
I'm joking.
Then suddenly, Dookie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
Because the bottles don't prove that Wright touched him.
No, but wasn't there something where there's a handprint on the coat?
On his shirt, but we don't have that as evidence.
Oh.
Although this does prove he was holding it at the time of death, I guess. That's probably specifically why the watch is there, because he died holding the thing, and then the watch stopped.
They couldn't plant that on him?
Of course they could, but this is the first case.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. So you don't get that convoluted. Okay.
Not that convoluted.
Okay.
They could, if this was Rise from the Ashes, they absolutely would get that convoluted.
Okay.
But...
All right.
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dookie.
Okay. Oh no, but the thing we do have is that didn't he say that? Oh wait, I thought that this said that he pushed him. No, it's just that he fell on his umbrella. Okay, that's different. Okay, then I don't know.
Okay.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now?
I don't know what the contradiction is, so... But I have a feel... I mean, because I don't know what to present, but I know that is not true.
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Ms. Hawthorne, so let's just drop them, shall we? What? I would never...
His voice is very high.
Yes.
Ms. Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition.
Hell yeah, we are. Catching bass.
That is, she has no supporting...
Just stare him down.
Yes.
Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
I'm trying to remember what lawyering is like. Lies aren't becoming unless they're sturdy lies.
That's right, yeah.
When you put it like that, you're exactly correct, actually.
Now then, Ms. Hawthorne.
Oh.
The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket.
Oh, so we didn't need to show anything.
Okay, we just had to be...
Praise be, praise be.
We had to be courageous enough to pick it.
Yes, right.
With only one extra save file.
Right.
It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
I gotta come up with a better lie. I mean, the truth. I mean...
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dookie.
You didn't see it?
Then what kind of witness are you?
Yeah.
Well, I saw the moment when Dookie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
I need to remember how he died. Electric. Okay, so the pushing did not kill him, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
I just want to make sure.
It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
So we don't do anything with this? No, you don't have
you
to
went back, okay.
I'm not gonna present, but I didn't see the moment.
You could present the umbrella, because...
Well, or this, because this says there was a loud sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, either
But
one.
I'm gonna press the other stuff just in case, too, because let me see how many more there are, just two.
Okay.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice friendly afternoon conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge.
Yeah.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony and butter me up some more.
Yeah, it probably doesn't sound as bad in Japanese, but still, yeah. Oh, formality in English. Yeah.
I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic.
I had a big bag of drugs. I was trying to talk to them.
Right.
Yes.
So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on.
Obviously, press.
Yes, right. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Oh, there was a giant security camera.
Yeah, they were looking at the window?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something.
You?
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes, I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's obviously... she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright.
Those 10 students are the members of the Giant Security Camera Monitoring Club. Yes, exactly. The GSCMC. The classic pharmacology student club is the
Exactly.
They need to use it so that way they can monitor their pills, because when they leave them alone, make sure all of them are in place.
Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one.
We pressed the new one already, didn't we? I think so. So I guess we have to present something then. So I will save here just in case.
Okay.
And I think, what was it? We would to try this? Because you could be like, "Whoa, did you hear this?" or something.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not it.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
In what way? I'm not sure I understand.
Actually, I don't quite get it either.
Well, make sure you do before you speak out again.
So, this could also be a thing where...
He's mad at me now, but you can't give up yet, Mia.
It could also be one of those things where you have to press another thing after you pressed the first one.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but...
Actually,
you don't...
Okay.
Yeah. But otherwise, I would assume it would be this.
Yeah.
No.
No, but it's not that either.
Objection denied.
There's a few points for the judge.
Yeah, well, because those are judge points or something, I think. No, okay. Objection denied. Okay, just to get my points back.
Sure.
Maybe I should press this again.
You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Doogie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was...
Oops, I'm very confused.
Yes.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Was this new?
Yeah, no, this happened before.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's right.
I don't remember him saying that. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
I got nothing. I mean, it does seem like the umbrella contradicts her testimony, but
yeah, maybe it's the bottle because he shows it to everyone. Because it's not the article. Didn't look like they were fighting. Didn't hear anything. Oh, I didn't hear anything unusual.
oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta read the words of
Yeah, that's right.
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
Wow, gray clouds.
Yeah.
Butterflies.
City buildings. Wow. Yeah.
The way she flicks her hair.
Yeah.
That's nice, but I find that just a little bit odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
My ears were full of butterflies.
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. I wasn't there. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as a joke.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
I'm
You're
really losing pain.
Good, that means you don't feel it. Good.
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Do you have noise canceling headphones?
You got it.
Yeah. I eventually got there.
You did. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll present these headphones and let's see if you can hear me say something. I love you, Dahlia. What did you say?
Dahlia, you can go home.
Yeah, right.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now.
I like that she talks to herself.
Yeah, right.
She said something that could totally change this whole case.
The lightning? Because
Yeah.
like she didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
She was listening
Yeah,
to
the
music.
lightning, yeah.
I feel like the lightning makes the most sense, but
Yeah.
the music would also be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Here we go, saving again. Whee!
Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said that there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
A lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Have you heard of it before? I spit so hard I have to wipe off my face.
Spit take.
Yeah. Good thing I wasn't drinking anything. I want to spit on all this.
No,
electronics.
Bad for electronics.
This is news to me, lightning. Well, I'm glad that we can learn today.
Yes.
No, now's not the time for a science lesson, Ms. Fay.
We have the field trip to the Museum of Science and Industry next week. Come on. Come on. They have a whole storms thing. I was looking forward to it.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution...
You can't seriously be saying that he was struck by lightning, though. I mean, like, I guess you could, but he's low to the ground around a bunch of electrical poles. I don't think he would die from that. He probably, like, that could have, broken the pole.
Yeah, it might have been plausible if we didn't know about his falling down and that cable hanging, right near him.
What I'm positing now is that the lightning is the thing that made this break.
Oh, okay.
Not that he got, but yeah, otherwise he's in between two tall buildings and there's a bunch of electrical poles that would be more likely targets. So it doesn't make any sense. But if he was holding his umbrella so high, but the umbrella was under his body. That's the problem.
Right.
But no science spoilers for the judge. Wait, Thor was the murderer. Oh, case closed.
Yes.
Not guilty. She mentioned Thor.
Yeah, she's the one who mentioned it. Yes.
I wonder if it was some Japanese Shinto god or something and then they're like, oh, she has to say something crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So Thor, random Thor before Marvel was popular.
Yeah, right.
And Norse stuff.
Isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Ding, ding, ding.
That's the lightning.
Yeah, that's right.
The dinging.
I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Because it's so silly. Like, you would know, because you would have all those striations or whatever, right? Like,
it would be super obvious.
Yeah, the autopsy would have mentioned that it was lightning and not just electrical. Because if you die from a lot of from fatal electricity, it doesn't necessarily do that, I assume. It's most lightning is powerful.
There's those weird patterns that will form on you and stuff.
But lightning strikes would make it much larger.
Yeah,
right?
it would.
It's bigger.
Yeah, it would be like a big gash of black, stuff or whatever.
Yeah, right. It would be obvious it was lightning and not just an electric shock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
that tends to singe hair and shit.
Yeah, I assume that would be why they would know that the autopsy report would say electric shock. Is if they ever went into actual detail about the autopsy reports, they would be like, it was because they had the striations or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it's striation. It's some term.
Yeah. It's dendro something because it looks like tree.
Yeah.
Dendra something.
Dendra scarring. Put the Lichtenberg figure into the court record. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Is that I'm gonna put dendro and then electricity. And see what Google says. Maybe I should say scars, because this is talking about energy. Alright. Scar lightning. As if that's what it is. Yeah, it is the Lichtenberg figure. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's it. Dendroelectrical reactions as well.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. So we're both right.
Yes, exactly. Lichtenberg dust figure. Well, that's... So, yeah. Okay, this person has some slight scarring that looks like it from a this is... I mean, the more offensive part of it is that it's a foot and not that it's a terrible scar, but it's...
Yeah.
That person was struck by lightning, so...
Okay.
Yes. The Googler. The Googlers.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway?
Nothing. He has to go really hard every time he needs to think
Clench
of something.
his fist.
Yeah, go guilty.
Sounds like he's giving birth to it.
Yeah, well, he has to think. Yeah. It's really hard.
This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
Yeah, I wouldn't make this your linchpin, but
No.
it at least helps you.
Especially not with that electrical line hanging.
Yeah, right. But if it'll get him to think about electricity, maybe.
Exactly.
It appears the defense may be onto something.
He's having a thought.
Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Yes. Every day.
All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now, I think she said.
Yeah.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Ms. Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
How could they possibly know that?
At that location.
What?
What's more,
They're just not gonna tell. Okay.
we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you have evidence Phoenix did that? Or
Yeah.
you're like
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
what's evidence?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
This affidavit.
Okay.
And who is this affidavit from?
Mr. Electricity.
Yes.
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day.
Can't believe he laughed with a comma in between every he. Yeah, right.
Yes.
he.
It's like the old Operation game when somebody would get the funny bone. It was a girl who got, and she'd be holding in the tweezers, and she'd go, ha, ha, ha.
In the commercial?
Yeah, in the commercial for
not
the Operation game.
saying
Yeah,
it.
right,
Also, we
yeah.
got a sippy.
Oh, we got a sippy. Okay.
So this guy is the girl who did the commercial, and
Exactly, yeah.
then she grew up to become a lawyer. And
Exactly.
then it's him.
Yeah, because she liked that game so much.
Yeah.
And she liked laughing like that.
Oh yes, that's the reason you become a lawyer, is so you
Yes.
can laugh.
Exactly.
No wonder Phoenix was
A well-known fact.
studying in art school to be a lawyer.
Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students.
We didn't see nothing.
All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Sorry, I'm moving my mouth. I'm putting lip stuff on. When did it die? 3 p.m. Okay.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment's run on high voltage, Your Honor.
Oh, so the thing being severed all the electricity going
Yeah.
to the lab. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as I recall, it was experiments that require high voltage.
Yeah.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable.
Okay.
The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Oh.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
And that's why they all came outside.
Ah,
Because they were like, what happened?
Yeah.
What the hell?
yeah. Our experiment.
Ah!
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
Wait, I love the idea that he got up after they fell on the umbrella and then he just like looked at it, was like, what's this? And then just like slight touch
What
and then
a
he died.
doofus.
Good old Doogie. Classic Doogie.
Doofus Doogie.
Yeah. There he is. Found him.
According to the students, the cables were very old.
Okay.
They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
Well, now they can.
Yeah.
Yay.
Perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
I see.
The cables were only 2 days from retirement.
That's right. They got ripped off.
Yeah, but
Literally.
yeah, whoa, so many jokes. Whoa.
Apparently, the cables have become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Okay,
Okay.
255 is not 3.
Nope.
So the cable broke, but he didn't die right as it broke. He died at 3, so Phoenix was probably there at 2:55 or before 2:55 and left. Because did he say when he was there?
Oh boy, I think he did, but I can't remember the specifics.
I don't either.
Because he was there and then he left and he pushed him and then he came back.
And he was already dead. Yeah. So there's a gap, obviously. Yeah. But
however, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct?
It's logic, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Ms. Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
This bottle! I don't know. The umbrella? Someone picked it up? No. I got nothing. Although, because it can't be that he knocked it with like his arm and then the watch stopped, because this says 3:05, so the times don't match.
Yeah. And it's such a trope to use the watch
as the time keeping.
Yeah,
no, I know, but we have to play with the trope, so
okay,
I get it. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe they'll give us a choice, because I don't think any of the evidence helps.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking one bit.
I will actually save, though.
Okay.
Obviously.
All right.
I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
The cabbie! Oh, it was Winston Payne.
Oh, it was Grossberg.
It was Grossberg!
Grossberg.
So it's either, so it has to be a person then, because we don't have any evidence that can do it, so,
Yeah, so it's either Dolly or Dougie.
Yeah, Doogie. Classic Doogie. I would want to go Dahlia just because she's so sus. But it could be Doug.
Yeah.
Like, he could have broken it but not touched it too. I don't know. But I'm gonna do Dahlia.
Okay.
No.
This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
So it wasn't Dahlia.
Well, Your Honor.
I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense. Good one.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Ouch, that was harsh.
Oh, we don't lose anything.
Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance.
Well then, let's hear it.
Alright, I'm skipping. Okay, so... No. Okay.
Huh.
Phoenix? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
Oh!
The defendant's testimony.
The snap.
Ah, okay.
It's like a crack, a crack, kind of.
Okay.
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise.
A loud, shout noise.
Exactly. I hate loud noises.
Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
I hate loud noises. Yeah, it is pretty gross.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty icky.
I also hate lard noises. Yeah, that's why they don't use lard in anything anymore. The noise.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that
the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in with Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
So he shoved Doug into the power line with the umbrella? Oh, I guess because if it was so brittle that umbrella could break it.
But then you said he fell on it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and this is also saying this is at 2:55, so...
Yeah.
Like, I'm imagining maybe they'll do a fun animation like they did for the magician thing, where he's like flying in the air. Yeah. Maybe they'll do an animation for it, and that looks really bad. But my imagination is that he's holding the umbrella, and he flies backwards with his arm moving, holding the umbrella backwards. The umbrella hits the power line, it goes, and then he drops it after it touches the power line, and then he falls on it.
Okay.
I have no idea if that's correct.
Okay.
But that's, so that would,
it's
improbable, but
scenario.
It's improbable, but Ace Attorney, so.
Yes. Right, yeah. Got it. Okay.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion.
He's holding the umbrella, then he flies Mary Poppins style, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, but
And he goes, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Oh, yeah, and then he dies, just like Yondu.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Being Mary Poppins is a straight one-way ticket to death. So I bet he said that. Yeah, right. Yeah. Classic Doogie. Classic Doogie. Yondu stole it from Doogie.
Exactly. Yeah. Doogie did it long ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Yeah, that I'm saying no, because the umbrella would be insulated. We did talk about that before, before we knew that it was that he fell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, again, the perspective is crazy, but because it's so far away. But this is the right spot. So, and then whatever happened, he didn't touch the cable, or he was standing in front of the cable when Phoenix. Like, I'm guessing Phoenix walked this over here, so he wouldn't have seen it, and he's like standing in between the cable. Or no, he fell over, but like Phoenix was like, "Wah!" and then just walked away. And didn't see the cable, or he's lying about the cable, but that's probably why he would lie about it, because if he saw the cable and then, oh, he's electrocuted, I didn't do it, but that's not good. So
maybe I'll make myself scarce, but then coming back doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
Oh, okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved.
Yeah, not.
See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole.
Yeah.
That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed.
Oh, maybe the pole moved a little? And the rope snapped?
Maybe.
That could also happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming up with all these scenarios, and then, like, the game will tell me.
Yes, right, yeah. But that's the fun part.
Yes.
It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Okay. I could see that, too. That's just... Especially, that's why both of them didn't snap, because it was, this one's the one under more tension, or the first one that would break, maybe? Or wouldn't it be the top?
Oh, so it would be this pole he's right by, right? That he
No, because we're
bumped
saying
into.
that he fell on top of the umbrella over here. So that's why he couldn't have died from Phoenix, because the electricity's over
he was
here,
by that
he was
pole.
over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so he pushed him into that pole.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
Well... Oh, Judge.
I'm gonna have to start doing that with my hair.
Your bangs aren't quite long enough for that. They're kind of... It's okay, though.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole...
Yeah, they should have made far red.
Then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here.
I like that they moved here all the way over so you can still see the cable.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Okay. I like it.
Order. Order in the court.
Yeah.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true, the defense is absolutely correct.
She knows she has knowledge of foreground and perspective. Let's go.
There doesn't seem to be any something.
Yeah.
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? You guys are all idiots. The Madam Attorney's explanation She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Of course it's all right, you adorable little girl. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
Yeah, we are calling. She is 20, so it is even funnier now. It's like, either she's 5 or 30. And that's the only girls that I know. It's Pearl or it's or it's Mia. Those are the girls.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
Pink. Oh, wait.
Yeah. I do like her hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pool. That's when the cable broke.
Oh, I'm imagining him doing like wrestling stuff, like a suplex back into the cable.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Or where's the metal chair?
Yeah, right. Yeah, or where's the thing where they like spin each other around and throw them into the ropes? It's that, but the electrical cable.
Right. WWF all the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
F for Feeny.
Yes, exactly.
Then Doogie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind.
Oh, more like a football tackle.
Yeah, right,
okay,
yeah.
that's even. Yeah.
The cable snapping and Doogie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
Well, that's not true.
No,
because we have
happened at 2:55 and then 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right?
So, well, we got him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So, after being shoved, there was like a whole wrestling match going on.
Yeah.
The victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth.
Yeah, even when it's a lie.
Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Yes.
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Ms. Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay. Get her ass.
Part 2.
So we can press, but I think it's the last one.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice.
You didn't see either of them.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doogie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Ish.
Would you please forgive little old me? Or give me a spanking?
No. No. Oh.
Oh, come now, it was just a little old white lie.
Yeah. He interrupted her before she said perjury.
Yes, right.
Got him.
We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right?
Throw her in jail for perjury. Real. Yeah, no, I'm still thinking about that video from the Save Data team where they do Ace Attorney playthroughs with a lawyer, and then so he got into the series that then he later examined every case in I think the first game to see how many crimes each witness or each culprit committed. Just the culprits, not everyone. Otherwise, he would have to have literally everyone held for perjury because that's the whole mechanic of the game.
Yeah,
But
that's what happens in Perry Mason too.
Yeah, they're always lying.
Everybody's lying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
how you have
classic
to write it.
murder mysteries. If you have everyone tell the truth, it's over in one chapter.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have
and
to
people
have
don't.
lying about one thing or another. Yeah.
But in actual court cases, it goes faster and it's easier if people just tell the truth, and that's more realistic.
Well, it still goes slow, but for completely different reasons. Yeah.
Not because of lies.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll forget. Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's a different way to do it.
Yeah.
The judge had better be more careful himself. The dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
Okay.
The first time the first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke.
I got an achievement, Beware Your Honor, for pressing that.
Really?
Yeah, because if you press rare statements that people don't usually press, then sometimes you get an achievement for it.
Okay,
I
cool.
think we got an achievement for getting the judge's business card that one time, where it was like we gave him the business card that was evidence, and then he's like, "Oh, a business card. Here, have one of mine." And then it gave me an achievement for get the judge's business card or something. Oh, okay. That's here, funny. Let me take. I can't take care of that. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't even matter anyway. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
We're good. Alright, we'll press this.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Wow, that doesn't seem imp-like at all.
No, he's just a silly boy.
Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
He should be off the streets. Okay.
And Dookie tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold.
Good point.
Yes.
Well, Ms. Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I'm just asking if she was still wearing her headphones.
I thought it was a fair question.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on?
Yeah.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
You could write this with your reactions.
Yes.
Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
I was preparing the steel chair in the classroom to throw out the window for them to use.
I love WWF.
Yes.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
Judge.
Judge. Just stop.
Yeah.
And what happened after that?
Oh, Judge.
But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind.
That doesn't sound quite right.
Handprints were on the front of the leather jacket and not the back, right?
Right.
So.
There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
No, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
You've heard of football.
I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
He was only trying to murder him the second time. Why would he leave prints the first time and then like okay, whatever.
The cable snapping and Dookie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
I think I don't know what
I just want to point out occurred is spelled wrong.
Well, I always spell it wrong. Oh yeah, 2 R's. Yeah, I always forget which part is. It's like vacuum or raccoon. I always
2
forget.
R's.
Yeah.
The tricky one is accommodate, because.
Oh yeah, different amounts of letters there. Yeah. So less than a minute.
Different languages address has different numbers of D's and S's. So if you learn more than a couple languages, you'll be forever confused about how to spell address.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna guess we do this one because we know when the cable snapped.
Yeah.
If it's this, but nope.
Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying?
Don't ask me, you're the one who's supposed to know!
Oops, sorry. This is all still kind of new to me.
Well, I've got something new for you too. A new penalty! Objection denied.
Got him, I guess.
This isn't going as smoothly as I had hoped.
Okay, so I will try this then.
Okay.
Oop, they hit the back button. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't know which one it would
Yeah,
work
right.
for.
That's enough, witness. afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
This is the one?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch.
3:05. They turned it over for me.
It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Ms. Fay?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain to the court, Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval?
Oh, the students murdered him.
Yeah, right.
All of them together.
The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
So how did they get... Is it... Oh, I can't check, but with the cutaway... I'll look after.
Order. Order in the court.
This is nonsense. The real murderer.
So how did they get the time 3 p.m. if the watch says 3:05?
Yeah, that's why I'm always suspicious of the watches.
Yeah. Well, so like either he wasn't wearing the watch, or he didn't die from the fatal electric shock. He died from something else, but then he got shocked after.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is just around like approximate time.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, you can't get precise.
Oh yeah, I know,
times
but
of death
games
like
always
that.
like to have that.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, I don't know.
okay.
There's something funky going on.
Yes.
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Oh yeah.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
So, positing, if he was poisoned, they wouldn't check for poison if he had an electric shock on him, but they still somehow knew he died at 3 instead of 3:05, but then the shock happened after to hide the cause of death or something. And that's why he's got the pills.
Yeah.
Maybe the pills had poison or something.
Or it was in the necklace.
Yeah. It could be in the necklace. Because he was showing him the necklace, because he
Yes,
shows
yeah.
it to everyone he meets.
Right, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't remember exactly,
Okay.
but I forgot the necklace happened, so...
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow.
The electrical cable. Oh, wait.
All the students in the class.
Yeah.
Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer.
Ms. Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone else as this real killer?
Well, we only got 5 people in here, and one of them's the victim, so...
I know, I
and
watched
the other
that.
2 are lawyers.
You know, I watched that YouTube channel with the AI cybersecurity.
Yeah, yeah.
He says indict all the kind.
Oh, because he's AI and he doesn't
Yeah,
know how to
right.
speak. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really funny because first when he would say AT&T, he'd say at-NT.
Mm-hmm.
And now
For
he's... And so now he does say AT&T, but he goes AT&T or something like that. You know,
They probably...
AT&T.
What they did for the input text for that, which...
Lamo
whatever.
Wisdom
Oh,
146. Just like grass, they will be there.
exactly.
Indict.
Oh, thank you, Ify. Yeah. Even Buddy knows how to say indict. There you go.
Yeah.
But what they probably do is what I did for the Yapu redeem here, where it's yippee but
Yeah.
funny. It's a funnier. Is you have to make it spell it in words that it will pronounce correctly.
yeah.
So like Yapu, I typed in YAPPOO, and it would say yapo. So I did yap and then who, and then it said it right.
Yeah,
So with a space. So what they probably do is do A space T space N-T,
Yeah,
or they do
right.
A space T N T, and then
Yeah.
they say T and T properly for
Yeah,
some
right.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still
Weird.
accents weird.
Yeah. Well, because if there was a space, then it would think that A T and T, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a noun or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
He said, indict. The classic inditer.
Yeah.
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah, get that girl.
Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized.
You only have 5, though, so, it's not that hard, but...
Think very careful before you speak, Ms. Faye. Now then, Ms. Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
Yeah. Because, again, we don't have anybody else to accuse.
It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Thornthorn.
Where? How can you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
Yeah.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Ms. Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought?
What a horrible defense.
Yeah, right. I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order, order! Ms. Faye! What? I mean, why? That is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the 2 men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
He doesn't have handprints of hers, but... Whoa! Oh, her butterflies are back. There you go.
How could you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge.
Oh! Phoenix? Ah!
Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. Achoo!
You, what is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
Phoenix?
What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
I love that. Grab that man. Not like, hail, take him away.
Yeah, restrain that man.
Grab him.
Grab that man. Yeah.
Dolly's never done anything before in her entire life. She does seem like she would just kind of, how Dadmo was saying that he had like dreams where he would just be hovering, standing with like his feet like 2 inches above the ground. And he imagined it was because he was having memories of being a kid and your parents carrying you around. So that was why, because I asked him if he would float like laying down, and he's like, no, it was always standing up no matter what you were doing. So she seems like she would do that.
Yes.
Where she wouldn't even walk. She would just kind of like, but maybe sit.
Yeah.
She would probably sit, but she wouldn't walk. Yeah. She could never.
Achoo! Achoo! Leave my Dolly alone. Achoo!
Oh.
Sigh, that boy.
What are, oh, God!
He's gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
Just like the man in a business suit levitating emoji. Wait, I can't see either of those on my... Oh, I see there. Okay. Oh, it read as 2 emojis that I also am not allowed to see, so it's just... So I'll screenshot it and then post it in the Discord, because that's... sometimes when they have emojis that that you don't have yet, they break them up into 2 that you do.
Oh,
but
okay.
So it broke it into 2 that I also don't have.
Oh. So they actually have a
man floating emoji. Well, because he's standing, but he's like hovering a little bit. So, man in business suit levitating. Wow. Oh yeah.
That's exactly what Dadmo described.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't wearing a business suit and sunglasses. I think it was just that that was how he would go through life. But yeah, no, I don't have that one, but that's good.
That's wild.
That's incredible. Oh yeah, he was supposed to be getting evidence, wasn't he, about the other case?
Oh,
the 8 months ago case.
Yeah, I didn't watch that part.
Dad Moji, I think.
Yes, we need a Dad Moji for sure.
Exactly.
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time.
If I didn't, it wouldn't be anime.
I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Oh, the one from 8 months ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
I could write this police report.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
All right, so they might not read it to us, but let's see. Oh, 2 pages. Which page is it on?
Yes, suspect.
Location, District Court Cafeteria.
Diego Armando.
28, lawyer. So this is the lawyer.
Okay,
that was having dinner or eating with her. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne, great. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Whoa, so there was another case about her? Or like she was involved in, maybe? Traces of poison in the victim's coffee cup. Okay. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. Unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup.
So that's what's in the necklace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why she wanted it back.
Yeah, please give it back now. Oh, it's a symbol of her love. It's literally full of poison.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was suspect that she gave it to him like right away when she first met him.
Yeah, clearly he's being like a living safe deposit box for her necklace, but a box that won't open once you give it.
He was the crevice that people usually hide
things in. Yes, yeah, or the attic or something. Yeah.
You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Oh, that's why she a year ago, right? Because she
gave up being a lawyer or something because he was a victim.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, I
Good lawyer.
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand.
Clearly.
That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dookie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Duck Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. And two exclamation marks.
Yeah.
I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
So he's a pharmacology student, so he probably found the poison? But maybe because Phoenix shows the bottle, so that might not have been the first time that they met.
Yeah,
he could have shown him the bottle beforehand, or just showed it to him and then brought it back. He brought it back to him or something, or
he knew. Well, because
ran in and then came out.
Let's see. So she broke up with
Doogie. Yeah.
The same day of that trial, right? Or incident.
Mm-hmm.
So if he knew that she had that poison,
he wouldn't even need to have to scan anything.
Right.
He just
so that's what he maybe if he saw the necklace, he was like, "Ooh, I need to tell you something." About
and he said he was trying to warn.
Yeah, he was trying to warn him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The necklace or the case, maybe.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must.
All right, so let's just see what's on which page, because they're gonna be like, this report, I can't possibly read this report. So, which page is it on? Yeah. So this is the people and locations on the first page, and the second is details about poison. So, okay.
I would think it was page 2, right?
Right, well, but it depends what the question is.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So I just want to know what's on which page.
Right, gotcha.
8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building.
Basement cafeteria.
And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet.
Hey!
Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne.
We have 10 minutes.
Okay.
So.
Further testimony? What about?
I don't know about Dahlia.
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request.
Thank you.
Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'll get the steel chair.
How I met my Feeny.
Oh my word.
Oh yeah.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago.
Do 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 do.
Mummo or...
You always ask about that every time I come.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bot. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
My bot.
Okay.
The one that's not smart that you have to ask things.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
The most romantic place in the courthouse.
Yeah.
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Why is he
I don't know.
testifying?
I don't know. He's not on the stand.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
You processed it that it was him way faster than I did it. That's good. What the hell?
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
Okay.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
Come, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do. Red hair girl seems nice. Yeah, she's totally normal.
Yes.
This is a normal person. They were always saying that. Yeah, go get her.
Yeah. It brings back memories.
Nostalgia.
I remember I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago.
Red hair girl has never done anything wrong ever. Definitely not murder. Definitely not. She's normal.
She has butterflies and a parasol and everything. She could not possibly. How do you murder with a flimsy shawl like that?
You would traumatize the butterflies.
Exactly.
Come on. Not every murderer killed someone. Exactly. When you put it exactly like that, you know.
So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know.
Who dates a guy who dies? I mean, like, he's literally so stupid.
I could see it in his eyes. In 8 months, he'd be as dead as a dormouse.
Dormouse? Yeah. Sure. And witty as attack.
And wittier than attack.
Yeah.
Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind.
Uh-oh.
My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho, ho, ho.
Yay.
Whoa.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always always hands down the correct verdict.
Don't even worry about the save files or anything. It's always right.
Yes. That's why some people always call him the Great Judgini.
Okay, they just wanted to tell some jokes. Who calls him this? That's a great question. I bet if they had written that line after Rise of the Ashes, they would have had, or no, they could have written Rise of the Ashes. I'm trying to, the Gant, they would have had Gant call him Judgini.
Yes, right.
If they remembered that line, and then it could have been a call for the Great Judgini. Yeah, exactly. But he just calls him Udgy, which is close.
Yes.
Oh, the Great Judgini.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
Yay.
The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was a nerd. Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I like the way she says was.
Yeah.
I'm planning on having him go to jail, though, so all his plans don't matter anymore.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne.
What kind of Senryu poetry do they have
She's
in the basement of the
she's a literature, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
I was reading all of the funny Senryus about, I don't know, the one where you find out that the robber was your son. They just keep rewriting the same one over and over. I get it, such a laugh.
It really does something for me.
Yeah.
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Wait, and that's such a good Senryu to be the first one on Wikipedia for me to see too, because the girlfriend was the murderer.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like they write a Senryu about her.
Okay, so next week assignment, or 2 weeks,
Yeah,
is write a haiku
yeah.
about Dahlia being the
Yes, exactly.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case...
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully.
I don't think anything will happen, but I'm gonna... Favorite first case in the series? It's definitely very good. It's actually a case, so wait and see.
Yeah.
I'll keep pressing just cause.
Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you.
What's a library?
What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
But you're a poetry student. We have 2 minutes, so that's...
You were writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
What?
Ho ho ho, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Okay.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Whoa. She seems more like she's writing poems about oldness,
Yes.
not about criminals.
Yes.
I can with the midlife crisis stuff.
Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went for a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully.
Okay, so the police report's gonna be the answer to something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
Because I knew he was going to find me as the criminal.
So you have heart problems, do you?
Yeah. You have AFib?
So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that?
Is your pacemaker broken?
In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat.
Wow, rude.
Wow.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome.
He's also sick right now, so...
Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Wow. What the hell, Mia?
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning.
This doesn't seem relevant.
No.
If you were looking to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
It's that lunch lady from Rise from the Ashes.
The bento, yeah.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking.
Thank you, Judge.
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung.
Yeah.
That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my feeny.
Okay.
Wow.
So what? He grew in
Okay.
shit? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 We've been going out every day, ever since that fateful day.
Mean to Phoenix hours. This is Mean to Phoenix the case, honestly.
Yeah, right.
so-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I was trying to catch up on that. This
Yeah.
is my. Yeah, it doesn't feel like baby's first lunch.
It doesn't, yeah.
No.
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, not at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
Okay.
Breaking up is hard to do.
It is!
Huh? Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
So
The
you're
bottle.
saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with her?
He's called Doug Swallow because he swallowed the poison. No!
Here we were thinking it was birds.
Yeah.
Well, you see...
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
Okay, good talk.
But that's a marriage, so
Yeah.
not the same.
No one cares, Mr. Payne.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I would love to have that like on my ringtone or something.
No one cares, Mr.
Payne.
No one cares about anything, yes.
She didn't deny it. That must mean... Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of your hand, you see?
I think I'm gonna stop here because I
Okay.
don't know what we're supposed to use this on.
Okay.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
because it's
It-
about poison.
Yeah, it seems like it's taking a long time to get to the end of the road.
Yeah. So I'm gonna save because this is
Okay.
the tutorial info
Yeah,
about it.
right,
so
yeah.
yay.
Okay.
We'll figure it out next time.
Tutorial.
Yeah.
Tutorial.
That's it. I like Mia. She's cool. Can't wait to see how her character grows in the series. Well, I
Yes.
mean, she does actually, because she comes back as the ghost, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's funny to make the jokes about the early
Yeah.
deaths, but
Oh, that's true, yeah.
she's always possessing Maya, so
right.
she is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
She doesn't
yeah.
necessarily grow, I guess, unless you're talking about how Maya gets taller when Mia's in her,
Yeah, right.
or whatever,
Well,
or other
and Pearl for
areas.
sure. Pearl for
Yeah,
sure
right.
got taller.
And other areas.
Yes. Yes, things get rounded out.
What does murder mean in a world where you can be a ghost? Well, the thing is that one case that Mia, well, what's that? Misty Faye, right? Or Mia's mom was the spirit medium for, and they tried to they tried to get Edgeworth's dad to possess her and be a witness to his own murder, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So they discredited all ghosts' testimonies. So it actually is not a thing because you can't use. I mean, I guess maybe the sequel games do something with it, the sequel trilogy, but
But it means something in Hamlet.
yeah, that you go crazy.
Yeah, you murder everybody then.
Yeah. Yeah.
One murder spawns.
Well, but it's more, what does murder mean where you can be a ghost? Like, if you try to murder somebody, they can just testify at their own trial. I think that's the angle.
Yeah.
More like, what does murder mean where you can be a ghost? You make more ghosts. Duh. But it's, that's a different angle, I think.
Right.
All right, we're a little over, so let's end screen. Goodbye, game. Goodbye, game.
Okay, y'all come back now. You hear?
Well, I gotta find somebody to
Yeah,
rate stuff.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
I know that.
You know it. You know it.
I do.
You know it. Oh, Cap's live. We could say hi to Cap. There we go. I'll mute this. Oh,
that was
your
just
phone.
My phone's
okay.
Going
Yes.
off auto
Okay.
silent.
Got it. Okay. It sounded again what you. Well, I don't know. I thought it was like my. What is it? The mixer. My mixer going crazy or something.
Okay.
So it's not my mixer. Yay! My mixer's fine.
Your mixer is fine.
It's so good. Thank you
Everything's
for coming.
fine.
Drummo. Who is Drummo?
They will be real soon.
We're real. Who's Drummo supposed to? Is that supposed to be Dadmo?
Who's Drummo?
I don't remember. I remember that being a thing, but I don't remember the context. I remember us talking about that, but yeah. What? No, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I just didn't want to see it because I was trying to read the chat.
You canceled. You hit the cancel.
Oh, I'm
button.
sorry. Sorry.
Come on, man.
I didn't realize I was so powerful.
You're logged into my account.
Sorry. Sorry.
Mummo hates Cap. Get out of here. Nah, you've never met him. He's fine.
I have nothing against him.
No, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He's chill. Well, you've seen his Kirby. That was that Kirby plushie that I had to mail to him because we brought it back from Riptide, but he didn't have room in his suitcase for it because it was like the size of a pillow.
Yeah.
Giant magician Kirby. Yeah. But you haven't seen it. Well, and I think I had pictures, but yeah, no. So yeah, we're still good for 2 weeks. Did we check before the second raid goes through? Made up Drummo. Okay. Well, we could make Drummo real, but you'd have to make Drummo.
Oh, you know what we're doing
relative
next Thursday? I mean, we can still.
The Thursday after. Yeah.
We're going to the Hokusai.
No, it's that Thursday. So 2 Thursdays from now, right? The next Thursday stream day, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see
12,
Hokusai paintings.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yay, Hokusai. Okay. Goodbye. The raid's going to actually go this time.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.